What is going on? This is Super Simple Fixes, and today we are going to be looking at how to change out a window controller out of a Honda 2014 Accord, because you'll see in just a second that one of these are not working very well. But before we get started, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Okay, so like I was saying, one of these buttons is not working very well, and you'll be able to see that in just a second. I'm going to turn the car on real quick. Okay, so you'll see that this button activates this window, all right? And you'll see that this button right here activates that window, and these are all working. This button activates that window in the back, but this one doesn't work. So how do I know that this one is bad and it's not the actual like window controller on the passenger side? So watch over here as I just shift the camera over here. Car is still on, and you'll see that this is the window controller for the actual window on the same side, and it works. So just through the I guess power of deduction, you know that this window controller is fine, and you know that this window will come down if the window controller works. So this one obviously is the issue. So what we're going to do is we'll show you how to change the console out. Okay, so first thing we did is we went ahead and turned the car off, but I pulled two flathead screwdrivers, and you want them to be about medium size. This one's a little smaller, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do is, you'll see right here that I'm going to fit this right in here, in between the actual I guess black piece here and the beige piece, and just kind of squeeze it under there. And we're trying not to do any damage to this plastic piece, right? So I'm gonna take this second screwdriver and help myself out, and just kind of give it a little twist, and you'll hear the little retaining clip pop out. So as I move along, I'm giving it a little twist with the larger screwdriver, and it allows me to pop this piece right out, right? And then now I can actually completely unclip this piece, and then you'll see that there's a little hook in the back here, all right? So what's going to happen is, there's a couple of plugs right here. There's a plug 1 and a plug 2, right? So these are going to have to be unplugged, and I'm going to change the camera angle for just a little bit. See, I'll show you how that looks. Okay, I'm going to try that now. Set the camera up a little bit better. So there we go. Push the clip. You don't want to be yanking on the wires. Maybe a screwdriver would help. So I'll push the clip in on one side, and then there we go. Yeah, that popped right out. So you can see this piece is just going to be plug and play. So right now, the next piece, if you can tell, has a little lever right here. I'm just going to pull it back, this little white lever. And that actually unplugs this darker gray piece from the lighter gray piece. It's actually pretty tight there. Oh, okay. Well, I can see why. I'm going to change the camera angle real quick. Alright, so to get this piece out, you have to unplug this dark piece from the white piece, or the lighter piece. It's this plastic piece that you have to deal with. And so what I'm going to do is, there's this little lever in there, you see that? I'm just going to push that down. Hard to do this one-handed, but I'm going to try. Push it down. And then pull it away. So right now you'll see I actually pulled it, and you can only do that after you push that little part down on the inside, and then you'll see that the entire dark gray piece comes out of the light gray piece and it is unplugged. So now we are looking at a completely unplugged window controller unit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this screw right here, this screw right here, and this screw right here. That is going to pop this piece out, and I'm going to put in a new piece. You can actually try to disassemble this piece, and if you want to get into soldering a circuit board, then be my guest. But that is not my deal. It's pretty complex, and I don't have the tools anyway. So I just looked up this part number on Amazon. You can take a look at the link down below if you want to find it. But I just bought a brand new piece from the original manufacturer, and we're just going to switch it out. So I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, take out these screws that's holding this piece in, put a new piece in there, and we'll hope it works. Okay, so for this type of screw, you're looking for a Phillips screwdriver. So you got to make sure you have one of these. And all we're going to do is just kind of fit it right in here and turn it to the left. Lefty loosey. Always remember that. Alright, and then I'm going to do it for all 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. This component pops out. And I'll be right back. Okay, so all of the screws are out, and it just comes right out like this. Okay, and I have the new component, looks exactly the same. Just fit it right in there, line up the screw holes, and we'll screw them back in, right? Okay, this is the last screw that we're screwing in, and just remember when you do that, it's going to be righty-tighty. This is actually the last screw that we're putting in, and it's going to be righty-tighty. Remember that righty is going to tighten it up, lefty-loosey. Don't over-tighten. That's it. Once we finish this, we'll plug everything back in, make sure it all works. Okay, now that we have the new component screwed in, I'm going to go ahead and take this piece and plug it in here. Remember that the little push clip faces the inside, and I'm just going to clip it right in and hear that snap. That works out really easy. This piece, you're going to make sure that you have to, let me try it this way. Flip it around, and this little white piece right here has to be on the top on this side. So once I push this piece in, this is going to lock it in, right? So here we go. Lock that piece in, and there we go. Before I even try to put this entire piece back into the console, I'm actually going to give it a try. So let's keep our fingers crossed. I did not test this prior, so I'm going to turn the car on. First button for this window works. So far so good. Second button in the back, for the rear window here. That works. This button right here for the rear passenger window. Works. And this is what I bought the entire console for, hoping that this works right here, this button. And there we go. Problem solved. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the car. You want to snap the back piece in first. There's a little hook down here. Snap that in there. Push the rest of the pieces down. Nice and easy. Boom. Now we have ourselves a brand new working window controller in the Honda 2014 Accord. Thanks a lot. You guys have any questions, leave a comment down below. Otherwise, y'all have a great day.